Get ready, Days of Our Lives fans. The upcoming episode on Thursday, March 6th, promises intense drama, shocking revelations, and unexpected twists that will leave you on the edge of your seat. From Rafe's mysterious return and memory loss to a possible paternity bombshell involving Alex, the drama is only getting started. Let's dive deep into what's coming next. The Salem Police Department is about to be rocked by an unexpected twist. Rafe is back. But there's a major problem: he has no memory of who he is, where he's been, or what happened to him before his disappearance. Rafe's amnesia leaves him completely disoriented, struggling to make sense of his surroundings. His closest allies are desperate for answers, but confusion only deepens as they realize that something about him feels off. DNA tests, meant to confirm his identity, should have provided clarity, but there's a major hitch. Before Rafe's disappearance, Gabby managed to grab a fistful of Arnold Feniger's hair, unknowingly contaminating the DNA results. Now, even though this Rafe looks and acts differently, there's no way to be certain if he's truly who he claims to be. Jada refuses to accept the uncertainty. Deep down, she can't shake the feeling that this might still be the real Rafe, lost in a mind clouded by trauma. Desperate for answers, she takes a bold step, determined to trigger his memories. Could a familiar voice, a cherished moment, or a shared experience bring him back? Or will her attempt to reconnect with him only deepen the mystery? The biggest question remains: if this Rafe isn't truly himself, then where is the real Rafe? And who, or what, is responsible for his disappearance in the first place? While chaos brews in Salem, E.J. DiMera finds himself in a rare position, vulnerable, conflicted, and in desperate need of someone to confide in. Usually, he keeps his cards close to his chest, carefully calculating his next move. But this time, instead of turning to his usual allies, he unexpectedly seeks comfort in the presence of his ever-reliable assistant, Rita. But who exactly is Rita? To most, she appears to be nothing more than a highly competent assistant, someone who keeps EJ's affairs in order while remaining in the background. However, her sudden prominence in his personal matters raises eyebrows. Why is EJ confiding in her now? Could there be more to their relationship than meets the eye? Rita's calm and composed nature makes her the perfect confidant, but there's a lingering question. Is she truly loyal to EJ, or is she harboring secrets of her own? Has she been silently observing and gathering information, waiting for the right moment to use it? EJ has never been one to trust easily, and if he's lowering his guard around Rita, it suggests he is dealing with something more serious than anyone realizes. But is this trust well placed, or is EJ making a dangerous mistake by relying on someone who may have her own agenda? Could Rita be the one person who truly understands EJ, or will she be the one to betray him when he least expects it? As the pieces move on the chessboard of Salem, one thing is for sure: this new dynamic will lead to consequences no one sees coming. Just when Stephanie Johnson thought her world was finally settling into place, a single phone call throws everything into turmoil. Sarah reaches out with urgent news about a paternity test, leaving Stephanie reeling from the shocking possibility. Could Joy actually be Alex's child? A wave of panic washes over Stephanie as she struggles to process the implications. If Alex turns out to be Joy's father, what does that mean for their budding relationship? Could this revelation drive a wedge between them before they even have a real chance to build something together? Doubt and fear creep in as Stephanie replays every interaction, every moment that has led her to this point. What if Alex is forced to shift his priorities, dedicating himself fully to Joy and the responsibilities of fatherhood? Will she be left behind, an afterthought in a situation that suddenly feels much bigger than the two of them? Her mind races with questions, but Stephanie knows one thing for sure: this isn't a secret she can keep for long. The news is too big, too life-altering to remain hidden, and unfortunately, she's not the only one who's about to jump to conclusions. As fate would have it, Alex stumbles into the worst possible scenario, overhearing a conversation that was never meant for his ears. While lurking near a tense discussion between Stephanie and Kayla, Alex only catches fragmented words, enough to set off alarm bells in his mind. A few stray phrases about pregnancy and a paternity test sent him into a tailspin, filling in the gaps with his own worst fears. Instead of realizing that the conversation is about Joy's paternity test, Alex jumps to an entirely wrong conclusion. He becomes convinced that Stephanie herself is pregnant, and worse, that the father is none other than Philip Kyriakis. His emotions surge uncontrollably. Questions and accusations begin to swirl in his head. Was Stephanie unfaithful? Had she been hiding something from him all this time? Their relationship had been blossoming, but now, in Alex's mind, every moment they shared is suddenly cast under suspicion. His shock quickly turns into anger, and then heartbreak. The misunderstanding ignites a storm of doubt and paranoia within Alex. He debates his next move. Should he storm into the room and demand the truth? Or should he stew in silence, allowing his imagination to craft an even darker version of events? His impulsive nature pushes him toward confrontation, but if he acts without thinking, he risks deepening the divide between himself and Stephanie. One thing is certain. This misunderstanding is about to spiral out of control, and Alex's reaction could set off a chain of events with devastating consequences for everyone involved. Will he realize his mistake before it's too late, or will his own assumptions lead to a heartbreak that could have been avoided? With emotions running high and secrets unraveling at every turn, the upcoming episode of Days of Our Lives is set to deliver nonstop drama and heart-stopping moments that will leave Salem forever changed. Will Rafe finally regain his memory, or is his return shrouded in a deeper mystery? As Jada pushes him to recall his past, will she unlock his memories, or will she discover that this Rafe isn't who he claims to be? Jada is playing a dangerous game. Will her efforts to revive Rafe's identity put her in harm's way? If there's a hidden force behind Rafe's amnesia, could she be stepping into a trap? What secrets is EJ hiding, and why is Rita becoming such an important figure in his life? Is she a true ally, or does she have her own motives that could lead to EJ's downfall? Stephanie and Alex's relationship is hanging by a thread. Will they survive the looming paternity bombshell? If Joy is Alex's daughter, how will this affect his future with Stephanie, and will she walk away before things get even more complicated? And what about Alex's spiral into jealousy and confusion? Will he realize his mistake in time to salvage his relationship with Stephanie, or will his misinterpretation lead to a breakup he can't undo? One thing is for certain. Salem is heading into uncharted territory, where betrayals, heartbreak, and shocking revelations will change the lives of these characters forever. The drama in Days of Our Lives is intensifying like never before. Every character is standing at the edge of life-changing revelations, and the coming episodes promise emotional turmoil, unexpected twists, and heart-wrenching decisions. Rafe's return has left more questions than answers. Will his memory come back, or is Salem dealing with something far more sinister? Jada's determination to help him might lead her into dangerous territory, and the truth about Rafe's disappearance may be darker than anyone imagined. Meanwhile, Alex's world is spiraling out of control. His false assumptions about Stephanie and Philip could push him to make reckless choices, leading to devastating consequences. Can he realize the truth before he destroys everything he holds dear, or will his paranoia ruin his future with Stephanie? EJ's growing reliance on Rita also raises serious concerns. Is she truly a trusted confidant, or does she have an agenda of her own? If EJ is letting his guard down, could this be the mistake that costs him everything? One thing is certain, secrets will be exposed, relationships will be tested, and betrayals will change lives forever. Salem is on the brink of chaos, and the fallout will be nothing short of explosive. Stay tuned for all the shocking twists and turns ahead. Let us know in the comments, What do you think will happen next? Is Rafe really back, or is something more sinister at play? Will Alex recover from his misunderstanding, or will his jealousy drive him to ruin? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time for more jaw-dropping Days of Our Lives revelations.